Hey everyone, I'm very excited to show you this new software I've been playing around with for the last few months here, and just going through it and testing different things myself. And I'm happy to be able to share this with you. It hasn't been around too long, so the faster you get in, the faster you can start to see results from some of these offers that they locate for you. And basically, anyone that's used tactical arbitrage before or a leads list, this is kind of like that in a way where the matching is just phenomenal. I've never seen a software that could match this well for you, and you not have to worry about so many mismatches. And it basically just does all the work for you. And if you're seeing this through Jim's community, there is a special affiliate link for Jim here with the different price options. And basically, the starter version is the OA only side of things, where you just get access to the online arbitrage type stores. And the advanced one, which is the one I'm currently using, is really cool because it not only includes the OA stuff, but it also includes different distributors and wholesalers and stuff like that. I'll note that to say that some of the suppliers that you can buy from and some of the leads they give you from different wholesalers and distributors, it's one of those things where if you have an issue with Amazon and inauthentic complaints, you might not want to buy from certain ones. I encourage you to do your due diligence in finding out if some of these sources are legit, and just be aware that this can be possibly a red flag for those of you that don't like risk. But if you sell on other platforms like eBay or Walmart, they don't really have the same kind of inauthentic requirements that Walmart does at this time. In eBay, you can just sell pretty much anything. I definitely encourage you to utilize that for those services. But I'm not saying there's not legit services within here. It's just you just have to do your due diligence. But so this is kind of what it looks like. Once you're in here, you'll go to, if you're doing the OA version, you will click on the retail side of things. And then what you're seeing here is different matches they found for you, right? So basically they're scraping these sites and they're running the results through an algorithm they have, and then that's determining these results. And I tell you, it's very difficult to find mismatches in here. And one thing I'll note too is if you do happen to find a mismatch, they have a really cool program that everyone's automatically enrolled in, where if you find 50 mismatches, you receive a free subscription for a month. So basically how this works is, say I was interested in this item and I don't want other people to see it. Say, okay, this was just released today on the 22nd, and basically it was released at 9 a.m. I mean, if I was the first one here and I was like, wow, that's a killer one, I don't want other people to be able to buy this or see it without or through this Nepeto software, then I would come over here and I'd click hide from others. Now what this do is it hides it so only you can see the product or the lead, right? And you can pick like how long you want to hide it from, so then it won't show up anywhere on Nepeto for anyone else except you. And once you do that, then when you're in here, you can click My Hidden Products, and then that will show you which products that you've paid to hide from other people, right? So it's kind of effectively making sure that there's not a ton of competition jumping on these different listings, and the price won't tank like it normally, well, not normally, but the price wouldn't tank like a lot of items do as quickly, right? Not to say other people can't find this themselves in manual sourcing or some other list or something like that, but I mean, this kind of ensures that a lot of people won't be jumping on that too. The other thing that's really cool about this is you can sort it by who it's from. Like, let's take Kohl's for example. So you can click filter suppliers. You can pick your site. Let's see. Let's just do Kohl's for example. And now this is only Kohl's leads, right? Then I can do some other things. I can sort it by category, just to show those different items in each category if you have a certain category that you really like. You can also sort it by the BSR. So if you click it, it'll sort by the sales rank. And if you click it twice, then you'll be like the top ones here. This is number 19. This is moving fast, right? The other cool thing is it's got these built-in charts here that kind of shows you some of the different details that Keepa would a lot of times show you. Like this one here, I mean, it's a variation product, so the variation listing is selling quite a bit a month, right? Another cool thing you can do is if you hold the control key, I mean, you can click on these themselves, but if you hold the control and you click each one, you'll open it up in 2 new tabs, and once they load, you can go into them and just do some of your due diligence. Of course, you'd have to make sure the color is right, all that kind of thing. See if you're gated, see if it's something that has an IP alert or something of that nature, and then type in your numbers, select your stuff, and just make sure it's going to be profitable for you. Some other cool features in this are you can click this unlocking button here to see if you're gated. Basically what this does, it'll log you into your Amazon Seller Central, and it'll check to see if you're gated or not. This Keepa button brings up the Keepa chart for you within Keepa itself, so then you could look at the chart right from Keepa and determine if it's something that you're interested in. Oh, and then back to the 50 mismatches found. Say this was a mismatch, I would click this, and I would click OK if I determined it was a mismatch, and then it'll start counting up for you up to your 50, and they verify that it was a mismatch as well. So the other cool thing here, you can sort by ROI, your minimum ROI that you want. You can sort by your price. And the other thing that I've been really messing around with is going into the distributors portion, which of course is in the advanced pricing model. And this basically, it does the work for you. Again, I'm going to say that you have to do your due diligence on these guys. Like this Top Dog, I would want to maybe reach out to the brand and ask them, is this a legitimate supplier? You know, if you're looking to really just be aware of your Amazon account health, right? Because we don't want to get anyone banned here or suspended or whatnot. But definitely some due diligence is required, but it's basically done all the work for you. And then you can again sort by your bestseller rank and all these different variables, your category, and then you can open them, do a little more research, go to website. Oh yeah, when these pop up, copy this text, just do what it says here, copy it, go to website, and then I'll look for that item in this website. And then here, this would be the product. But this is especially good for me who sells a lot on Walmart, so I've been starting to test out a lot of these different distributors and stuff, because Walmart doesn't have the things in place that Amazon does in terms of worrying about documents and stuff like that. At least I haven't experienced it. If you have, just drop me a private message or something and tell me about it, because I have not experienced anything like that yet. I have gotten a couple what I would call IP complaints on Walmart, but it wasn't something where they were requiring me to submit documentation, etc. And you can also go here when you're in this distribution or distributors, and you can go into each of these, start looking around, doing some research. A lot of these places do say that they can supply you with an Amazon, with a receipt, right, of what you bought from them. But whether or not Amazon accepts that receipt, I mean, that's up to Amazon, right? I mean, we could submit the same documentation and one seller will be accepted and one won't, potentially. But yeah, this is just phenomenal. I've showed this to a number of people and they couldn't believe the quality of the matches. They basically have done all the work for you in finding these leads, and it's just up to you to pull the trigger or not. And another cool one that I've been kind of messing around with is this out of stock OOS up here. And basically this is items that Amazon has been selling, but they went out of stock for whatever reason. Right? So then you would just open it and see, like, why did they go out of stock? Or is it something that's not selling well? Is it something that I could jump on quick and make some money? Like, how often does Amazon come back in stock? So, of course, some due diligence is required for this as well. Other things you can do, there's a lot of different stuff coming, and they have a lot of features they want to add. They're constantly adding new stores to this. But you could come here if you want to go a little bit more in depth. And here's another video on how to use this. But I'm just giving you a quick overview of how I've been using it. Frequently asked questions. Go to here. Kind of explain some of the things I went through. And yeah. I've been using this a decent amount in the last couple months here, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. But we're just shooting it out there for anyone else that wants to jump in and get started finding leads. This kind of does the work for you. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in private message. I know the guys who run this site, they kind of get overwhelmed sometimes with a lot of messages, so I'm happy to assist you if they can't get back to you right away as well. So with that, I just thank you for checking this out, and I hope that many of you try it out and find some good products that you can make some good money on.